what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it. LSU in the market to maybe try to flip a Michigan wide receiver commit from Destrehan. Sounds like a funny sentence. Philip Wright out of Destrehan. Small guy, but a fast guy. Jake, he's about 5'11", 175 is what he weighed in at in January of the 2024 All-American National Combine. Track guy, great speed. LSU coming a bit late to him in the process, but going to do their best to try to flip him and join him in this class. Oh, wait, by the way, I forgot to mention. I don't know. We couldn't quite figure out if that Nebraska uniform's fake or not. We think it's fake, the red overall uniform, but we did come up with a better Nebraska uniform pitch, Jake. Let me know if you agree with this. A full-on uniform, a corn uniform. Where
Okay, yeah, I was like
no, not unicorn. Sorry, I tried to combine the two, and then I just realized I made a word that already existed. But think about like actual corn print, okay? Like giant corn kernels, like you're a giant piece of corn on the chest, corn helmet, but then like on your legs and kind of running up the sides, like the green, like the green casing. You shuck corn. Well, yeah, what's the actual like the covering called? The stalk I think of as like the main shaft. True. Whatever the leaves are. Imagine those like kind of running up your pants and then looking like, they taper off. Like you've already kind of peeled back the corn. Just a bunch of guys running around looking like giant pieces of corn. Somebody needs to AI that image up. I think that sounds fantastic.
Yeah, that would probably play just like when the Florida Gators tried to do the gator skin jerseys, and those were horrid.
They were awful, right? But they were so awful that there was at least some sort of, you know what, you went for it. And I would love, and it's Husks. Thank you, Alondra. I don't know why I'm such an idiot, but
Corn Huskers. Yeah,
Husks is what we were looking for there. God, my brain doesn't work. But I think that would be fantastic. Taylor, I'm going to put you in an unfair spot. I don't really have an opinion on this Philip Wright kid. I know that you have a take on everything. Give me a take on
he had a
Philip
take
Wright.
on Bronny's high school basketball team.
I know.
He's ready to go.
I've never seen anything like it. My man stays locked and loaded. Or if you have like a different take that you just want to get off your chest about anything today, feel free. The floor is yours.
Philip Wright, he's a fast guy. He's a 4.5 speed. He's up to about 175 now. His recruiting profile says around 160. That's kind of why he's flying under the radar. He's just a little bit of an undersized guy. I always look. We were talking during break. I always look at who's offered them based on instead of the number of stars. He's offered by a lot of the big name programs. I mean, we talked about it. He's committed to Michigan. This is somebody that LSU kind of jumped on late. He is participating tomorrow in this Bayou Splash.
Shout out to Bayou Splash.
He's going to be one of the recruits there. There's a ton of big name recruits. And to me, that actually says a lot about him because you got all these 4- and 5-star guys, and then you invite a guy like Philip Wright in. I mean, that to me tells me all I need to know about what this particular coaching staff thinks of Philip Wright. He's an explosive player. 10.46 in the 100 meter and a 21.4 in the 200, so he can fly. We'll see if they can get him to campus, but I like his potential.
See, guys, that's why Taylor's going to make it. That's why Taylor's going to make it in this business. So the other guy I was referencing from yesterday that we never ended up getting into, got lost in the sauce, was Aiden Anding. This is a cornerback out of Ruston, Jake. Again, a 3-star. He's long been considered a Texas lean. And LSU didn't offer him till the end of June, right? Which I don't know about from your experience, Jake. I guess in your experience it might have been different because I think you got a late LSU offer, kind of immediately hopped on it, right? Sometimes I feel like hometown kids can feel very burned when you've had like Texas out here really wanting you there this whole time, and then Texas like shows up at the end of June. And so he said, did I not write down his quote here? He basically said, he had a quote that's to paraphrase. I think he sounded like a little miffed they had an offer, but was also like, it's LSU, it's my hometown. It's very, it's very. He likes Corey Raymond, the coaching staff. So, but again, another guy who's a 3-star, but has a very nice offer sheet, and big schools competing around. So maybe another underrated kind of cat here out of 318.
Yeah, I don't think that it should matter like when you get the offer. It's once you get the offer, what is the messaging? Like, what are they telling you about what they think you can be there? I've told you this story before, T. Like with Oklahoma, they offered me late, but I was like, okay, well, I'm interested. This is before LSU offer. I'm like, tell me the plan. Like what's going on here?
Yeah.
And that's before I knew Adrian Peterson was going to go there. But they had a fullback. I think his name was J.D. Runnels. Really good college football player, but he was like a redshirt freshman. So he'd have been a redshirt sophomore my freshman year. And I'm like, okay, sell me on the program. Like, well, I think J.D. Runnels is our best overall football player. Like, he does so much for us. And I'm like, so your pitch is to tell me that the position that I'm coming in to play, I'm going to be 1 year behind J.D. Runnels, who's a redshirt sophomore, and you think he's your best overall football player for all the things that he does for your team? That's not a great pitch. Like, I'll come in and compete, but if you already pretty much told me you're in love with him, how do you have space for me? And so it doesn't necessarily, at least for me, it didn't matter when you came in. It's, okay, what is your plan for me once I get to campus? And Oklahoma fumbled the bag in their pitch. And so you hope that LSU, is telling him, hey, I know we were late. Here's why we were late, but here's why we wanted to offer you now, because we believe you can be A, B, and C.
This is a great point. The pitch should matter more than the timing. Absolutely. But again, like a late offer that I got was from Florida, and this is ever I had all the big offers. And I remember like Billy Gonzalez tried to be like, oh, I didn't have your number. I've been calling the wrong number for months. I was like,
oh,
come on. Okay. Come on now. Come on now.
I've been calling the wrong number.
Yeah. Come on now. I ain't dumb. I was dumb. I am dumb, but I ain't that dumb.
I mean, Coach Saban told me, he's like, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really know anything about you, and I came to practice today to recruit other people, and you stood out, and I'm going to offer you today. Like, you were straight up honest.
So you said J.D. Runnels. Is DJ Wackles a funny joke? Okay. Wow, Jake, what incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.